Hi, my name is Tim, and I'm with Triplo, and I'm here to do a quick backdrop demo to show you both how to spin up a demo site from the backdrop site, and how to see the new dashboard that's been in the recent version of Backdrop. So if you go to backdropcms.org, you'll see that we have a demo button that's relatively new on the front page. If you click on that, it quickly takes you to another page. We click Create Demo Sandbox. These are temporary sandboxes. They'll only last 24 hours, and they don't allow you to add any contrib modules at this time. You'll see here it says this will persist for 1 day. It's provided through a service called Tugboat, which you can get some more information about here. Anyways, we go ahead and click Visit Your Site, and boom, we already have a backdrop site provision for us. Again, this is a temporary demo site. We go ahead through the install process, which goes super fast. Really good infrastructure here, and I'm going to go Triplo demo admin tim@triplo.co. Feel free to email me if you like. Throwaway password, we're going to not need that in this demo. I'm going to leave the rest of these settings as they are and hit save, and boom, we have just spun up a demo backdrop site. And it's fully functional. You can go through and try all the features out and see how it compares to whatever CMS you're using. But we're going to focus today for this video just on the dashboard. The dashboard is a brand new feature that went into version 1.13 of Backdrop. And basically all it is a layout in Backdrop that has some 7 blocks here that sort of allow you to quickly manage your content, view your users. You can click on the Manage User link. Shows you what available updates you have, what menus are currently installed, what your content types are, and you can manage display fields. Just some quick links to sort of help a site admin manage their site. One of the magical things about the dashboard is that it uses the brand new layout system. Well, it's not brand new, it's been in Backdrop since the beginning, but if you go to the layouts, you'll see there's a dashboard layout. If we click on the name of the layout there, you'll see this is the configure layout, and there's a choice of, it looks like 8 core layouts. The default is Sutra. We could easily switch to one of these other layouts, a single column, a 3 column, whichever one we choose. For the purposes of this demo, we're going to leave this where it's at. I don't need to save this. We haven't made any changes. I'm just going to go to Manage Blocks. You can see we do have some regions here, like we have a content region that's empty above the current blocks. There's first half, second half are divided into 2 columns and a bottom region. And we can modify our layout by doing things like, first of all, we could add a custom block. We scroll down a bit here. There's a custom block option that comes with Backdrop out of the box. Editor, dashboard. Use this dashboard to edit your content. Contact tim@triplo.co with questions. So this is just a little message that I'm going to custom add to my dashboard for my site editors. I'm going to go ahead and hit Add Block. We put that in the context section. I'm going to do a few other things. I'm going to remove the taxonomy block and the menu block because I don't think that my editors really need them. Because my 2 columns are going to be a little lopsided now, I'm going to move the available updates over to the top of the second column. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to put the user thing in the bottom region, just so we can see how that all works. We go ahead and hit Save Layout. Now we go back to the dashboard, and here we go. We have this little editor dashboard block that I added. This is a custom block. I can put whatever text I want into that. I have these out-of-the-box blocks. We moved the available updates from down here to up here, and then I moved the user account now into this column that stretches across 2 columns. So you can see there's quite a bit of configuration you can do really simply just through the user interface out of the box. There's one setting. We have this site currently set to, it redirects administrators to the dashboard after login. The default behavior for Backdrop would be to redirect them to their user page, which isn't that helpful. So if I log out of this site, I come back, user, admin, throw away password, log in, boom, it takes me right to the dashboard. That becomes my landing page automatically, and that'll be true for anybody that has permission to access the dashboard. If you go to configuration, user accounts, permissions, you're going to see that there are basically two permissions for dashboard, to access the dashboard or to administer it. I would often create a site editor role, and that site editor role would have the ability to access the dashboard, and only a site admin would administer it. I think the one other thing I wanted to do here is go to the layouts page, and we can also sort of skip over to the dashboard. And we do have access to some other blocks that come with Drupal core, for example, a search block. So if I click on that, I'm not going to do any custom configuration. I can pull that up. I put that at the top of the first column, save this, go to the dashboard, and there we go. Now we've added the search block to our column, and I think that was the only real change we made there. I'm going to quickly switch over to a site that I've made for a client that has more content, so we can see, for example, the create content block is going to show all of the blocks that we have configured. We can go configure block, and we have the option to turn on other content types. So for example, the testimonial. We have to save the layout for that change to have effect. But now we go back to the, excuse me, the dashboard, and the new testimonial is there. Same thing for a lot of these. We can say which things we want to show up. We don't want testimonials and web forms to show up on that block, so we can adjust that. Let's skip over to, oh no, we're already there. The other thing I wanted to show you is on this dashboard, what I have done is created some custom blocks of my own, excuse me, which are views blocks. I wanted, my client has a number of FAQ questions, and I just created a view that showed all of their current nodes for the FAQ content type, when they were last updated, and provides an edit and a delete link. It's just a really kind of simple user interface to allow them to quickly view and manage their code, their content. They have so little content on this site that they can, most of the important pages, we can outlaid in a couple of views here. They have some nice links, and it just really makes their life easier. So I think that's all we have to show you today for the dashboard and how to spin up a quick demo site on backdrop.org. So stay tuned, and we'll be providing more videos shortly.